Hi guys, Jim, Petty Comrade here, your favorite Fliq markets creator. So I'd already started making, this market, and I thought to, you know, do a video where I get to speak with my fellow creators because most recently we've had an influx of traders and creators likewise. And with this new rush, many may not understand the responsibility on us creators. And so, while making this market, I will be at different points talking about what is expected of us as creators and how we can help grow Fliq because what we do impacts seriously on Fliq. So let's start with my market, right? So we'll the home teams score the first goal in more. Okay, why say home teams? With the home team, in more than half of the. Okay, before I do that, let me make this clear. At least 6 out of the 10 matches the UEFA Champions League third round, second leg qualifiers played on Tuesday, 12th August 2025. Yes, so will the home team score the first goal in more than half? That is at least 6 out of the 10 matches of the UEFA Champions League third round, second leg qualifiers played. I think to be played on Tuesday, 12th of August 2025. And I think this should be teams. I hope I'm right. For viewers who are, very good with English. Now, this is a market that focuses solely on the home teams. So we have 10 matches being played. Okay, let's use SofaScore so it's easy. Right, so we have 10 matches from Karabag down to Leach. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I'm expecting that the home teams, at least using home advantage, get to score first. They score the first goal. So our sources of truth. Now, the major source of truth will be the UEFA page itself, and we'll add that of SofaScore as a secondary page source of truth. Resolution criteria. So a yes resolution will be at least 6 of the 10 qualifier matches will have the home team score first. So because the market says in more than half, right? Half is 5, half of 10 is 5, more than half is 6 and above. So at least 6 of the 10 qualifier matches will have the home teams score first. Now, what's also another yes condition or criteria? All the home teams score first. Now let's factor in something important, that maybe a match can get abandoned, a match can get cancelled. So this kind of ambiguity, and also near edge scenarios. So in the case of abandonment, hope I got that spelling correct, okay, or postponing after kickoff after initial kick off, but 6 home teams have scored first. So this is our yes resolution criteria, and for our no, I'm going to edit. Less than 6 qualifier matches have the home team score first. Also, what is a no resolution criteria? All the home teams do not score first. Then, in the case of abandonment or postponing after initial kickoff, we would have 5 teams or less, 5 we'll use less than 5, sorry, less than 6, what am I saying, less than 6 home teams have scored first. It becomes a no. So that is our resolution criteria. The date, Tuesday. Fine. Let's see when these fixtures end. So the earliest starts by 5 and the last starts by 8. So we'll put 10 p.m. because we're considering all the matches. So 10, let's make this 10:05 just to be on the safe side. Category sports. Upload images. Oh yeah, I had copied this already, what I want to use. So I will just save it and upload. So after submitting, we'll continue with our conversation. So I think this will serve. So let's review. Will the home team score the first goal in more than half, at least 6 out of the 10 UEFA Champions League third round second leg qualifiers, right? With at least 6 of these 10, the home teams score first. What is the yes resolution criteria? That 6 out of the 10 score first. That's all the home teams score first. And in case of abandonment or postponement, that is after initial kickoff, right? That 6 home teams have scored first. Now, for no resolution criteria, less than 6 qualifier matches have the home team score first, or the home teams do not score first. And finally, in the case of abandonment or postponing after initial kickoff, that less than 6 home teams have scored first. So while we click submit question and approve, I face my fellow creators. Now, creators we are the backbone for Fliq, meaning that if there is a fracture or an imbalance with us, Fliq would actually not be balanced. We are called to serve, even though, yes, anyone who serves is rewarded. But if you don't serve well, you would not get your reward, right? Now, to be a creator is more than just creating markets. To be a creator is about creating life. To be a creator is about creating an avenue to dream, an avenue to hope, right? So being a creator means that, oh, at any given point in time, you're there to render more than just a market for the traders to go in. Being a creator means that you need to understand the platform. Being a creator means that you're there for the people who are coming in to trade. And so if since you're there for them, you need to understand the platform and, as the case may be, provide support to the traders. Not just that, you need to research and put out markets that are not just your opinions or market that you're just interested in, but markets that people will see, the traders on the platform will see and find interesting enough to want to commit to them. And most interestingly, you should be responsible for your market. And what that means is, once you start putting yourself as responsible for your market, you will care about how the market is seen. You will care about the outcomes of the market. And this is very important because once you stop caring, once that passion or interest is not there, the traders would lose interest. And once they lose that interest in Fliq no longer exists. So you see that it starts with you and I as creators. So don't just create a market like maybe what you find in the regular bookies. If you notice the market I just created, it's not what you find right in the bookies and all. This question is like an out of the box kind of question that people could be willing to, like, oh yes, I think maybe 6 or 7 of these teams playing at home have what it takes to score first, right? So you need to do better, and most importantly, we need to set resolution criteria that are smart, they are specific, they are measurable, they are timely, right? This is important both for the trader and for Flick. So why this is important is because if the resolution criteria and in most cases the market questions are not clear, concise, specific, and maybe let's add direct, right? People would lose money. Our traders will lose money. And if our traders lose money, they lose confidence and interest in Flick. Now, we've seen this time and time again in the last, say, 4 days. And it is important that we as creators are committed and responsible because only this can actually solve the challenge of bad resolution criteria or incomplete resolution criteria, ambiguous or too broad a market question, right? And also, I think this is probably the last thing I would add. Let us try when we use certain adverbs or prepositions to put context, like an example. If we look at the market I created, I had to open a bracket to help specify or explain the markets that I'm talking about. Will the home teams, right, score in the first half of the Champions League qualifiers? Now, to put into context, right, I had to create a bracket. I said, sorry, will more than half, right? Now, more than half, everybody knows out of 10, more than half is 5. Out of 12, more than half, sorry, out of 10, more than half is 6 and above. Out of 12, more than half is 7 and above, right? But to make it easy and comprehensible, I opened the bracket, to help people understand this. This is something we have to do. So, certain words can be interpreted in different ways, depending on their context. And so, help the traders, help Flick, most importantly, help yourself to understand your markets. So until my next video, create fun, amazing markets and enjoy Flick.